Hey guys, one of my favorite discoveries in the last couple years is a tool called Asana. Now, this tool has been an absolute game changer for me and my business, and it has allowed me to be 100 times more organized than I was before. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the things you need to keep track of in your business, or if you have a team to manage and assign tasks to, then Asana can really make your life so much easier. That's why in today's video, I'm showing you how to get started on Asana and set up your business for success, to be more organized, and to ultimately make more money. And the best part is this tool is free. This is the best place for coaches and creators who are ready to turn their knowledge and expertise into a profitable online course business that is scalable, so you can stop trading hours for dollars and make more money in your business. If that is you, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified every Friday when a new video goes live. Now, before we dive into the tutorial, I just want to talk about all the different ways you can use Asana. Now, this is a project management tool, and it is great whether you have a team or if you are a solopreneur working on your own. Now, I work just by myself, and it has been a game changer for making sure I get my tasks done when I need to, because they're always there waiting for me. It's also great for setting up systems and assigning tasks, setting things up so you are ready to scale when you do hire, or if you already have a team member, then that can really help to organize and make sure you're spending your time wisely. So if you are ready to take your business to the next level, Asana can really help you get there. So let's dive right in. So if you haven't already, head on over to asana.com and sign up for a free account by clicking try for free. And when you sign up, you want to sign up with your business email address so you can have all of the full features of this system. So once you do that and you log in, you'll come to your Asana dashboard. Now, I'm just going to go over some of the main sections. So this right here is my tasks section. So this is all of the tasks that I have assigned to myself. Now, I am a solopreneur. I work on my own, so I don't have team members to assign things to. So all of the tasks default to me. But as you can see, you can organize this based on tasks that I want to get done today and upcoming tasks, so that it's coming up, and then tasks for later. Next is your inbox, which is, again, it shows up all of the tasks that you need to complete for today and whether or not you have completed them. So that is just a great way to keep track of what you need. You can come in here and check that. I don't use this very much. I usually stick to the My Tasks section and go through on there. The homepage is simply an overview of all of the tasks that you have due and all of your projects. And on the left, you can see I have a couple of businesses, so I have two different teams. So I have my Go Rattle the Stars business and Course Boss, and I have my projects that show up below. So how Asana works is you use projects for major projects or segments of your business. So for Course Boss, it's relatively new. I just have a Course Boss project, and then I have one I'm using to outline my coaching program and my future course and the content I'm going to be creating for that. But when you come in here and you want to create a new team, you can go down here and click on Add Team. So name it whatever you want. It could be the name of your business, and this is where you would also add in any team members that you have. So once you do that and create your project, you can start adding in sections and tasks. So if I want to come and add a new section, I can go in here at the top and click to add section. So now I have a new section, and after, if you just simply press enter, then it'll add a task, but otherwise you can click here to add one directly. So if I want to add in a task here to reply to emails, then I can go in and click details and add in any description of what this task is, any instructions, and even add in subtasks. We'll get into the details of that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about the different views of your project. So right now we are in list view. This is what I use almost 100% of the time, but you can also convert this into board view. So if you like this, you have these little cards where each thing lives. That is really useful. if that is the way you prefer to work. For me, something like organizing my coaching program, the boards makes a lot more sense. So I can make these columns, I can have my lessons that I need to create for my course, lessons that I've outlined, in progress, and ones that I have finished. So when I create a new task, so I have to create lesson number 2 for my course. Again, that brings up that task page. But when, say I've outlined it, and then I can just simply click and drag it over to outlined. And if I finish this, it started to work on it, it's in progress. And then when it's done, I can stick it over here. And that way I can keep track of all the tasks, where they are in my pipeline, and be a lot more efficient with my time. So I am super curious, do you have a team to manage with your business, or are you flying solo like me? I'd love to hear what kind of business you have and what you plan on using Asana to do in your business. So leave a comment below. So if I want to create a new project, I can simply go over here. I want to make it under Course Boss and create a blank project. There are also templates. You can take a look at them and see if there's any that you like, but I like to start from scratch. So I am going to create one in list view. You can always change back and forth between list and board view whenever you want. So I'm going to create that project, and there I have a blank new project. So your projects act as a bucket for different tasks and different parts of your business. So don't go crazy and make a ton of different projects. I like to keep it simple personally. But a good example is to say you have a project for your blog calendar, your content calendar, maybe one for your social media, one for marketing, and one for emails and outreach. That's what I have set up here for my other business. And this is kind of what my blog calendar looks like. Now I just use the list view, so I have different sections where I have blog posts that I've outlined that are ready to be written. I have all of the SEO stuff done, and those are ready to go. And below that, I have ideas that have to be fleshed out and aren't quite ready to go. But this is a great place to keep all of those things. So inside a task, I might want to have subtasks. So for each blog post that I write, I have a lot of different things to do. So I've linked to my outline that I've already wrote for this, but I also have other subtasks. So I need to write the article, and then I need to find images to put into it. I need to check that my SEO is right. I need to add links, schedule it into WordPress, and then promote it on Facebook, Pinterest, and to my email list. So having these subtasks allows me to keep track of all of the tasks that I complete as I complete them for each blog post. And if you do go from being a solopreneur working on your own to hiring team members, you can always go and add new team members to your different projects. So I can go here and invite people, and then send out an email invite to whoever I want to add into my Asana. And you can change that so then people have access only to specific sections. So I could hire somebody for my Go Right Up Stars business, and they only have access to the content of that and not my other businesses. But that's all you do to add somebody else. Team members can create tasks, they can check them off as complete, they can assign them to each other, they can leave comments, and everything else you can do. So it's a great way to track what your team members are doing, what they're completing, and how things are going and how things are getting done. We've already talked about how to create a task, but what if I wanted to assign this to a team member and have it due on a certain date? So say this blog post here I wanted to assign. So I'd go to Assign E, and since I'm the only person here, I have to assign it to myself. But I can select that person, and now it is assigned to me. You can see my little avatar there, and this will now show up under my tasks. Similarly, you can also assign a due date by clicking here. So again, you pick, say that this is due next Wednesday. I can select that, and I can also add in a due time if there's a specific time of day that I need it done to do that. But say this isn't a blog post, say it is a recurring task that I need to do. So maybe it is something that I do every day. So maybe that is checking my emails and making sure all of them go answered. So if that was this task and I want to do it every day, I can set this to repeat. So right now this is set to repeat 7 days after completion, so that would be weekly. But if I wanted to do every day, I can go in here to daily. So every single day it'll show a new task showing up in my Asana dashboard that I need to complete. So once I complete it, it'll be done for the day, and then a new one will pop up for tomorrow. Asana has a lot of options here. So if you need to do something periodically or weekly or monthly or yearly. This is a great way to keep track of all of those tasks that only show up a few times a year. So you have to pay your taxes, or maybe quarterly you track all of your expenses and income. Those are great things to keep track of with Asana so you don't forget these important things that will build up over time if you don't look after them. But you can see something is a recurring task when it has these little arrows here, and then that will keep showing up. And again, all of these tasks are movable. So you can simply grab and move it up. So say this idea is ready to go, it's ready to be written, I can move it up to this section. You can also go in here to calendar view, and you can see since I made this task due next Wednesday, then it shows up on the calendar for that day. It shows who it's assigned to and shows that there are subtasks involved. So if you prefer to look at things that way, calendar view is a great tool to see what you have coming up this week and the next week. But again, that is completely up to your preference to use list, board, or calendar view. And that is just about it. I hope this little walkthrough was helpful. Asana has honestly been such a game changer for me and my business. I don't know how I got things done before. Now everything's all there in one place. I know exactly what I need to get done today, this week, next week, this whole month. And it just, even working on my own, it has been such a game changer for me. And if you have a team, it is even more so. But let me know in the comments, do you plan on trying out Asana? What do you think? Or if you have tried it out, what do you think of this program? Creating online courses is the best way I know how to create a scalable income stream online. And one of the best parts is that Asana is really great for all the different stages of running a course-based business. So when that comes to outlining your course, creating it, and organizing all of the tasks you need to do to not only create your course, to film it, but also to launch and to market it. If you'd like to add a profitable course to your business, I'd love to help you out. So I've created the Profitable Online Course Idea Starter Kit, which will walk you through the process of coming up with an amazing profitable course idea, validating and pre-selling it before you create it. And this is super important because that way you can walk into the course creation process knowing for sure that it's going to sell when you create it. You can grab that for free at the link in the description below. Also, if you want to join an amazing community of other coaches and creators just like you, I would love to invite you to join my exclusive free Facebook group, the Course Boss Club. Now, inside, you not only get access to that amazing community, I will also be in there every single weekday, dropping knowledge bombs and sharing my best tips and tricks for growing and scaling your online course-based business. Again, you can join that at the link in the description below. Check out these videos next on how you can take your course business to the next level. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share it with a friend who could also benefit from this content. See you next time.